That was Duke, Michael Gurian's Parrot. I wanted to revisit that because if you, like Duke, were wondering how I was doing that harmonic technique, here I'll show you. I'll move the camera down a little so you can see all the strings. What I'm doing is, it's based off of this Lenny Breau technique where I'm playing a harmonic and a natural note interspersed, harmonic with index and thumb, just touching the exact halfway point of the string with the pad of the index finger and plucking behind with the thumb. It's a little harder to do since I broke my thumbnail yet again, and so much easier to do if you have a little thumbnail there. And then I'm interspersing a regular note with my finger. So that way it sounds like there's more harmonics than there actually is. So I thought if you can do it with one, why not with two? So what I'm doing is thumb middle ring, and then as I go to the next set of strings, fifth string harmonic, then I'm doing thumb ring middle, and I'm keeping thumb ring middle as I'm going. And as I come back, I'm just doing one single harmonic as I come back. So when I finger a chord, I still have to be 12 frets higher than what I'm fingering here to be on the halfway point. So that's why I have to move around with my right hand. So it's 12 fret, then 14th since I'm up 2 frets, up 2 more frets, back to the 13th since I'm on the first fret here. So that's why I have to move around. And then I'm throwing those other notes in between. And originally, that's all that the guitar part did. I wrote this tune for several instruments. So one plays the lead, and then the other plays the bass, and then there's a high part. But I figured on the harp guitar, I can do all the parts if I just leave out some of the notes of that pattern. And if I keep the same tempo, you don't really notice that the notes are not there. And I can also grab a bass note at the same time as a melody note by stretching out the hand like this. Now when I go to the super trebles, I leave out a beat. Gives me time to reach around and grab those and still get a bass. That's all there is to it, right? Oh, I did something really fun just the other day. My legs are still really aching from holding on for dear life to that mast. Well, you know, it was a little dangerous, I thought, for one guy to be hoisting Brian up the mast with just one winch. So much safer, I thought, for a smaller person to go up. So not the usual thing that I do. I don't really think it's a new career path for me somehow, but you know, something that needed to be done. And Brian was there, took some video, and we'll share a couple of these moments with you.
First spreader, to get high of this first spreader, you're going to have to take the safety line, unhook it, and then bring it around, because that's a spinnaker line, and that goes into the front of the boat. Okay. You have to do the same thing on reverse. We're going to have to put that line back on into the front.
Okay.
Lower the spreader. It'll all become self-evident as you get up there and see.
This is what we're going to be doing today. This is a wire tie. The fat piece has got to be out. You feed it in from the back, and you can feel these. This is how they, right? So you could only tighten it this way. And what happens is that we want to have these sticking up. Yeah.
Around the spreader and tighten up so it won't slip around in a strong wind or something like that.
Yeah. okay?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, there's Brian. Want to go to the other side? That's good. Here it goes. Go ahead.
First spreader's done. On to the second spreaders.
One notch higher.
At the main spreaders, you'll have to switch the spinnaker halyard back in front.
Okay. The hardest part was to get past those flag halyards and to get the zip ties all the way to the end of the spreader because I had to reach around with both hands, supporting my weight with my elbow. So everything's all ready? Is that, so everything's set?
Yes, and one of the jobs that Linda wanted done was to have some anti-bird devices put up on the spreaders, and we thought, who best to hoist up the mast than somebody who's 100 pounds soaking wet? So she bravely went up the stick.
I volunteered. It was safer than having Brian go up. So
it was actually, because we had a safety line, a third guy hoisting a second line. So that
yeah, Brian's twice my weight, and it would have been a little harder to do at that, to have somebody hoisting him up. So
Now, could I have Susan, one of my crew?
oh, we could have had Susan go up. Yeah.
The crew, Susan,
Crew, welcome.
a bunch of women, and Brian.
Yes, a 2 day
And me.
sail.
Don't forget me.
Joyce as
2 day
well.
sail.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I won't say that I'm afraid of heights. I'm respectful of heights, and so it was my first time up the
you
mast.
were very brave, very brave.
Well,
you.
you had a function to perform, and I
Yes.
think, right, like
That's right.
holding the wheel, when you have a function,
Right.
you get a little braver.
The crew's here. Give me some sail. Oh, the maiden sail. The maiden
Ah,
voyage
me
on
and 3
this.
gals. Someone's got to do it.
That's rough, right?
All right, we've got a trip to do, so we're gonna go.
Okay. Fair winds. I'll play a tune while you're taking off. Favorable winds accompany my journey. Won't you smoothly ripple the sea? Like a touch I remember, sure and steady, and I'll soon home. Favorable winds accompany my journey, forever at the nose. May you linger no more. Won't you be fair? My sails are ready, then I'll soon home. Like a touch I remember, sure and steady, then I'll